What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dre, and I'm here with my lovely wife,
Asha.
And today, guys, I have to be honest with you. I have no idea what the video is about, other than the fact that my wife told me that for today's video, she wanted to ask me some impossible questions. Now, what does that mean? I really don't know. Hopefully, I can answer them, but because it's impossible, that means it's probably not possible that I can answer them.
But everything is possible with God.
Amen. So I'm gonna do my best. I literally don't know what's coming, so I'm ready, baby. By the way, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Dre and Asha content.
And so I will be looking at my phone because I have questions in here. My first question, what foundation do I use and what is the color of the foundation? What is my skin tone foundation and the brand that I use?
So we're talking about, one thing that's clear, we're talking about makeup, right? Foundation, I've heard that word. So in terms of foundation color, I'm gonna go with brown, like light brown. A name like caramel or chocolate, I don't know. Probably with the brand. And then in terms of the brand that you use, I'm gonna say, I've heard of Fenty, so maybe Fenty. What's another one? MAC. Yeah, I've heard about MAC because she's ordered some stuff in the past. It's one of those two, right?
So I do use medium tone, like brown, mostly. I've used a caramel, darker shade.
So I was right.
So that's not bad, but it's not the exact tone. But also, I do not use any of those brands for my foundation.
I know the foundation.
What?
That's the first layer you put on, right? And then you put on the rest of the stuff. Is that right?
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
It's called foundation. That means the core, the most important part of it.
No.
I think I'm right.
I don't even start with foundation. I always feel like color correcting, then concealer, but you don't even know what I'm saying.
It doesn't make sense.
And then foundation.
Why would you not start with the foundation? The foundation, everything is built from the foundation. Is that right? Are there people out there who do foundation first?
Yes,
okay.
there.
What is the proper way? I know you do it your own way, but if a makeup expert said this is how you apply your makeup, is foundation first?
No, I don't think so.
Not what you think. What an expert said. You are an expert.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Some people actually don't use concealer. They just use foundation. Okay. You know what I mean? So that's totally okay, actually.
Gotcha.
You're not wrong.
I just feel like I'm right.
You're not wrong on that because I sometimes just use foundation. I don't use concealer.
They call it foundation for a reason, I'm sure.
It should be the foundation, but not always. I guess.
That's fair.
Name 3 things I do that secretly annoy you, but you can't say nothing. You have to name something.
I have to name 3 things that secretly annoy me.
That I do that annoys you. Because I know we did a video in the past and you said, I don't annoy you at all.
I do know one that I mentioned in the previous video, but I don't know if I can use that again.
What?
And again, we're using the term annoy lightly because my wife doesn't annoy me. I just want to be clear about that. Number 1, she calls things her own names that she makes up versus what the actual English name is. So that's 1. Number 2, you don't do it as much anymore. You did it a lot when we first met. Mm-hmm. But she has this habit of when she's looking for something, if she misplaced something, she will dump everything
I still do that.
on the floor.
I just don't do it as much because I'm more organized.
Yeah. Or sometimes she'll literally spend the time organizing something. It's a little beautiful, guys.
Yes.
And then she'll decide, I don't like this one thing. Dump it all, start over. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, babe, why?
Yeah.
Why?
So
that's 2.
I do that. And I'm thankful to the Lord that I'm a work in progress. God is still working on me.
It's good that you want to organize it from
I got better. I'm so organized right now. So it's like, that's what you say I used to because I don't do it anymore because I'm so organized. I am very organized.
Yeah. Number 3, that's a good question. What is the 3rd thing? This is hard, man.
Because I'm awesome.
Oh, I could think of number 3. She has this habit of, I could just be chilling, just minding my business, just enjoying my TV show or on my phone, whatever. And then she will come and try to pop a pimple on my face. It drives me nuts, guys.
You haven't had pimples in a while now.
Because, right, it's one thing if you come up to me and say, hey babe, you mind if I pop that? But there's no permission or anything. She just goes and just starts squeezing my face. And I
think all girls do that. No, I might be wrong, but I feel like a lot of, if not all girls, most girls do that. It's so much fun.
Ladies, is that true? Because I feel like
down below to do it.
I feel like she just has a weird obsession with doing that. I don't think it's normal.
I enjoy it.
Again, I think it would be more normal if she went through the proper steps of approval before doing it. Just does it without my permission.
No.
And it usually hurts a lot, so
I absolutely enjoy it, but it doesn't happen that often anymore because his face is clear, clear. It's so much.
That's the thing, I never really had like a really broken out face, so I feel like when she's going to pop something, I feel like you're reaching. It's not really there, but you almost in your mind, you create a pop.
I want one. And where is it?
You don't even call it a pimple, you call it a pop.
This one is interesting because I don't know anything about football, so I needed to ask this question. Explain women's intuition using only football analogies. Go.
What?
Because I don't know anything about football.
Explain women's
intuition using only football or basketball analogies. Right. So football or
basketball. So first, I think the first thing is I have to figure out what is women's intuition. So my gut would tell me women's intuition is when women feel like they can sense something either before it happens or maybe they're not in the same location as, let's say they're away from their children, it's a feeling. So
it's very much instinct, right?
So I'll give an example from basketball. I play pretty much every sport, but basketball is my heavy sport. So if you're a guard, the guard is the one that handles the ball. They're dribbling the ball most of the time, passing to their teammates, setting up other teammates to score. And so as a guard, because I play guard, I play forward. Sometimes before a teammate will be, you can anticipate, because based off of instinct, that a teammate will be in a certain spot to catch the ball. So sometimes I'm bringing the ball down, and then let's say the person on my team, let's say another guard, he's being defended by the opposing team player. But it's just a feeling. I know he's going to cut to the basket for me to pass it to him and for him to score. So before he even starts running, I already passed the ball. And then at the same time, he does make that cut, catches it and scores. So it's anticipating it before it happens, knowing the spot that he's going to be in, even though he's not physically there yet. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. But it's an interesting question for sure. I don't know if that answers it, but
I have no idea. But I feel like any guy watching this or girl who knows basketball would understand. I did not understand.
Also, to keep it simpler, for example, we're using basketball again. When you shoot, right? When you shoot, you as a shooter, you already 99% of the time when it releases your hand before it even goes in, you already know. You have the feeling. You can just feel it in your body that the shot is going in. That might be a similar thing.
Ooh. All right. Describe me as a mom with colors.
That doesn't make sense.
Describe me as a mom, but in colors. When you think of me as a mom, what colors come into your head?
So I'm gonna start with brown, because when I see brown, I feel warmness.
Like this table,
yeah,
or like my shirt.
You're wearing.
I love brown color, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying this because we're wearing these colors, but actually there's a sense of warmth that you provide, just your character, your spirit, that I think I associate with brown. I also think of you pink in the sense that you are very feminine and girly, and so pink also comes to mind. Sorry, I'm supposed to be describing you as a mom or as a person?
As a mom. What colors?
So that would still work because you're warm with our children. Pink, you love to do girly things, and you love to do their hair and stuff like that. I would say red because you love to give them kisses. You're obsessed with kissing their forehead or whatever it is. Any other colors that come to mind? Those would be the top colors. So brown, red, pink. Those are really the only colors.
What about white for purity?
I thought about
prayers, yellow for being happy. All those good stuff.
I know, but we were strictly talking about mom. I know prayers is part of that, but if you had said Asha,
blue for peace, sky.
I like
green.
Baby, you asked a specific question about as a mom. If you had said Asha, then
I feel like I'm peaceful, so that gives me green because outside is peaceful.
We didn't ask your opinion.
Colorful, orange.
We asked my opinion. So I'm telling you my opinion, but also you just named off every single color. So of course we can always think of something with the color. I was answering the first ones that come to mind as a mother. So again, I feel like I'm 4 for 4, 5 for 5. How many?
I think blue is beautiful for the blue sky.
Yeah, me too. Blue is my favorite color.
Outside, the grasses, the garden.
She's not even listening to her own question. I answered the question.
I don't like Bible colors.
Again, we're talking about.
I'm a good person.
Mom.
I'm a good mom.
Mom.
You see how I am already? Look at my weight. This is how I am right now. And then tomorrow I gain 200 pounds. What would you buy me?
I feel like there's no way I can answer this without
Just say what would you buy me?
without getting in trouble.
If I gain 200 pounds tomorrow, what's the first thing you did buy me or you would buy me? I know what I would buy myself. A treadmill.
That's what. Are you trying to give me a chance to?
A treadmill, I can tell you that.
That was probably going to be my answer is a treadmill. But I'm trying to think of something different. What would I buy you for over 200 pounds?
A diet plan. Let me tell you something. I'm already this way.
Answer the question. I haven't even answered the question.
My bad. I think now I took all the good answers.
You took everything. I would invest you in some sort of fitness program.
Immediately.
It's not fat shaming, but for her health.
I feel like maybe that's why I'm willing to take criticism, because I'm okay with people saying, girl, get yourself together. If you look right all the time, people won't have to correct you all the time. Trust me. People address you how you look. Like, I am not perfect, right?
That's true. That's something you learn in the business world. You will be treated in the way that you present yourself, you know, so. It's
real world out there. It's actually real. Yeah. I've noticed me just working at hotels a lot of times. I noticed that I was treated so much better because of how I used to dress back then. And it was not like in a bad because I dressed uniform, but it's how I dressed myself. My hair is done, my makeup is done.
The truth is, we can say what sounds good to everybody, but the truth is, I've heard this from multiple people. People make decisions based on outside appearance. So, for example, I've gotten told directly from HR or people who are like managers in the past, I hired you because you look good. Or sometimes people you hear in the business world, if they see somebody that was sloppy or very overweight, or even if they look at their marriage, for example, and they say they're not good to their partner, and they're like, no, I'm not going to work with that person because that's a reflection of who they are. So I do think whether you like it or not, that's the real world. People judge each other based off of appearances. Now your personal intrinsic motivation shouldn't be based on what anybody is saying.
You should be a good person regardless and be motivated.
But you should want to be healthy. You should.
Think about my previous manager, the guy from the hotel. He literally told my other manager who told me that he said he hired me because I was pretty. And I told you, right? The last job that I had, right? The manager said she's going to hire me. Why? Because I look good and I dress good.
Yeah, she did say
she literally said that to me.
But I also think those people be tripping because I remember you had one of those jobs you had started in the past and they told you you couldn't wear your hair the way you wore it. Remember that?
Oh, it's the same job. I think they were kind of racist.
That was
they
racist,
even told me I can't wear my hair.
You wear, what are they called?
Bantu braids.
Bantu braids.
Mind you, they have all these other styles.
Yeah, there are people with dyed hair and all types of crazy stuff.
My hair looks super professional comparing to the people's hair over there. But I think I was just starting to look good. They're not ready for it. So, alright, let's move on. And last but not least, what is the first gift you got me when we started dating?
Good question. Man, that was so long ago.
I remember. I don't know if you have the video. Maybe we have it on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe it's on private.
Good question. I could take guesses.
Bro, you bought me the most amazing gift. I'm gonna give you it. It just came out. I gave it to my mom, and my mom gave it to my sister.
Was it? I think it sounds like I bought you some Fenty makeup.
Yes. So when we first did, my first gift ever was Fenty, and I think you also got me Fenty, and I think it was also MAC lipsticks. I'm not sure different from MAC. No, it was Fenty. I think it was Fenty first. So you got me the first ever Fenty Galaxy palette. Do you know, if you buy Fenty makeup, let me know if you have the palette. I haven't bought Fenty makeup. Oh, actually, I do have Fenty makeup. Never mind. Last year, my mom bought me some Fenty. It was a Galaxy palette by Fenty Beauty. And I don't think they have that again. I don't think they have it. They don't have the Galaxy. That was the best eyeshadow palette they had. So I said they bring it back.
I didn't even know it was eyeshadow. I think I just grabbed it.
I told you that's what I wanted. Yeah. And now I said I was going to buy it. And then you ended up buying it for me on my birthday. You bought me something else there, like a card. It was so good. I don't know. That's the intro of all the old videos. That's the intro. Oh, see, I remember all those things. Wow. You don't remember, bro. You need to get it together.
I could bring up plenty of moments.
It doesn't matter. I don't have to remember stuff. That's alright. I don't need to. Right. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed these questions, and comment, subscribe, share this video with your hobby.
This was a fun video. My only issue is that I feel like half of the questions you answer before I can even answer. answer?
No, just one. Just one.
Let us know down below, guys. Answer half the questions.
No, one, and the other one I try to help you. Okay, two. One, like you should have described me like lilies. Look, they're right here.
You said a color.
Yeah, lilies, green and white. Listen, everything in my house is what I like. Look, I like brown. I'm wearing brown.
Again,
I like red lipstick.
We didn't say I. We said as a mom. So you need to re-examine your questions and your
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. You know what? We're gonna do a spin-off of this. I'm gonna ask her some impossible questions. All right, that's gonna be one of the next videos. You hear me?
I know a lot about you.
That's gonna be one of the next videos. No, it's gonna be difficult. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. We will see you on the next one. Peace.